Hey, hey. All right, guys. Capricorns. I wanted to take a look at what Capricorn doesn't see coming, okay? So, with that in mind, let me go ahead and select a deck, and here we go. So, what Capricorn doesn't see coming? We have the Knight of Cups sideways. We have the Six of Cups upright. We have the Hierophant upright. We got a soulmate coming back in, but this soulmate has either had some huge awakening. This is somebody who I think Capricorn would want to hear from with that Knight of Cups sideways. Like somebody Capricorn has even thought about frequently and maybe considered reaching out to and then didn't. And then sure enough, I mean, this person is somebody who may always have looked at Capricorn as the one who got away. We have the Fool card. So by the way, we have Aries and we also have Taurus here. But I'm wondering if this is somebody who just, for the longest time, they kept thinking about Capricorn. They prayed over it. I don't know if they're very different now. Maybe they've been baptized. We have the preacher and he's kind of like there in the water baptizing people in the river. There could be an energy here of this person has thought and thought and thought about. I'm actually hearing, I think it's Brooks and Dunn who sings, I saw the light, I've been baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. I think that's what it's called, is I'm a brand new man. I think it's Brooks and Dunn. I might be wrong. Forgive me. Sometimes when a song pops into my head, I don't always get the artist right. But they seem to be somebody they knew Capricorn was their person. Nine of Wands. They had to get beyond some other obstacle in their life, but they knew a long time ago that Capricorn, if they ever married, it was going to be Capricorn. If there was ever a chance to come back around and do it all again, it was going to be with Capricorn. I mean, everything here keeps saying Capricorn has long since been the person on their mind, in their heart, and this is them finally just going for it. This is them definitely a soulmate returning. So even though I said, what Capricorn doesn't see coming, and we have like this energy of someone that I don't think Capricorn is going to be unhappy to see this person. I don't see any unhappiness here at all. Wow, Eight of Wands upright. It's just that it could be unexpected. So why would it be unexpected? Even the way they reach out could be unexpected. And I say that because those wands are flying in through a window, not through a door. We have a Three of Pentacles sideways. We have a King of Wands upright. This person may reach out to Capricorn through a proxy first. Now, they could first reach out to, if they knew other people in Capricorn's life, like, heck, maybe they're going to reach out to Capricorn's, parents first, or Capricorn's sister or brother or something like that. They could intentionally go into like the family business, knowing that they'll bump into Capricorn's extended family, but not likely Capricorn. And it may be because they want to be able to first tell people in Capricorn's inner circle that how highly they think of Capricorn. There's something about they want to set the stage for Capricorn's like close-knit group to know that this person has like I feel like this King of Wands has an intention. He wants Capricorn's soul group, friends, family members to know Capricorn's an amazing person. I've been thinking so much about them. It feels like instead of telling Capricorn that first, they tell someone in Capricorn's inner circle how they feel about Capricorn first. And I do think it is very intentional. Let me ask, what is your motive? Why are you going to be talking to someone other than Capricorn first about how you feel about Cap? Six of Swords, because they may feel like they are going to need to patch things up with Capricorn, and they may be hoping that this will somehow either allow them to get some data about like, if Capricorn's friends or family members like, yeah, well, that's great. You really love them. I kind of think they hate you, but good luck. Maybe they want to get a little bit of thought process figured out first, or maybe they even want to know what if Capricorn's married? happily ever aftering with somebody else, they may be trying to figure that out too. Like, do you think Capricorn would want to hear from me? They might actually openly ask that though. This could be them because they're coming in with a full heart and it doesn't look manipulative, but it does look like they're going to talk to someone other than Capricorn first. And I'm thinking that that is their intention, but it may be because they need to ask a friend or a family member, do you think it would be all right if I reached out to Capricorn? Or have they moved on in their life? Is this something that would be like an absolute, like, I don't want to cause a disruption or anything or be disrespectful. The only thing with that is I don't think anybody else can ever answer for another person. Even let's say Capricorn was married to somebody else, but behind closed doors, that's not a happy marriage. And really, if this person showed back up and had something to offer Capricorn, that might tip the scales. And Capricorn might say, you know what? I've actually had a relationship that's been ending for a period of time. This just accelerated it. Like you never know. And I'm not saying anybody should go in with the intent to be a homewrecker, or that Capricorn would be like, okay, jump and ship here because an ex shows up. I don't mean it like that, but I think it's a bad idea for them to come in and communicate with someone other than Capricorn to get a feel for things. Because what if family just doesn't like this person, but Capricorn still has been brokenhearted over them and loves them? I just hope that they still follow what their instinct is, which the person they most need to talk to is Capricorn. So I just got to throw that out there. Sorry, I can't ever just zip it and not wind up having my own opinion about stuff that I have to mouth off about, but it worries me a little bit. Let me just switch over and say, what would Capricorn's preference be? Does Capricorn want to hear from this person? We said with that Knight of Cups sideways, Capricorn did still want to hear from this person. Knight of Wands in the reverse, Four of Swords upright, but Capricorn's like, but not if they're coming in for some brief, kick up the dust, try to have some little flurry of romance with me and then disappear again. I would only want to hear from this person if they were actually truly different, healed, if they were solid, secure, confident, knew what they were doing, knew what they wanted in life. And that would require them to have done some significant healing. So on one hand, Capricorn doesn't want to hear from this person unless it's for good purpose. Let me ask the people that this person might be reaching out to, in Capricorn's like inner circle, to ask like, hey, do you think I could reach out to Capricorn? Let's just say their response, it could be like Capricorn has either a mother figure, a sister, a best friend, somebody who's very truthful. And someone who's also very intuitive. So there could be a Queen of Swords that could be fair, balanced, truthful, and honorable. And what are they going to say? Because this King of Wands seems to be coming in. I'm smelling somebody's perfume right now. Perfume or powder? It smells like powder. I don't like powder. It doesn't smell bad, but I'm an asthmatic. I have really, really bad asthma and some lung damage. And so powders in particular, I feel the particulates. I feel like I'm sure it's in my head, but I always feel like powder is just something that's so much harder for me to breathe through. I don't really like perfumes either for the same reason, but it's weird because there's like a dusting of powder that and now it's gone, but I don't wear perfumes or powders or anything. I don't even like powder, like makeup, because I always feel like it can inhale it, so I use stuff minimally like that, but it's just weird. Okay, so I don't know if that says a side note. Maybe this person has it was a nice scent. It was just that for me, I'm like, like I want to cough. In reality, but also connecting just that thought makes me want to cough. This could certainly be either a good friend or somebody who thinks the world of Capricorn, who tells them point blank, not about like, oh, does Capricorn want to see you too, or does Capricorn love you, or blah, blah, blah. Instead, what they may say is, so King of Wands, you want to tell me how much you wish you could fix things with Capricorn. Here's what I'll tell you. Capricorn is an empress. Capricorn deserves and expects somebody who can offer them something very stable, has long-term intentions, somebody who will, be reliable. Capricorn has a lot of responsibilities, and they really take responsibility and family serious. Capricorn is not somebody that trifles. So that's all I have to say about that. Basically, this would be a Queen of Swords that is warning them ahead of the game. I'm not telling you Capricorn doesn't want to see you or that they do want to see you. I'm low-key warning you. Do you know who Capricorn is? Because if you don't, let me give you the rundown on who Capricorn is and what they deserve. They deserve somebody who's going to offer them stability and be a partner, because Capricorn's an Empress. I like this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is like, this could be Capricorn's best friend. This could be Capricorn's, some family member or somebody who has Capricorn's back all the way, but they don't step in and say, no, Capricorn doesn't want to hear from you. They don't meddle. They don't respond at all, except to say, here's how I see Capricorn. Capricorn's an Empress. Capricorn deserves a partner that will stand beside them, somebody that has a lot to offer them, and somebody that sees them as marriage material, long-term material. Anybody who's lucky enough to capture Capricorn's heart, they will have a diamond. And I sincerely hope that they never fail to see that. Just like, I love that Queen of Swords. I love the non-meddling, but just saying their piece about how they look at Capricorn. This feels like somebody who really has Capricorn's back in the most authentic way, really loves Capricorn and thinks the world of them. That's all they're going to say. So it's a bit of a Capricorn love fest, because the King of Wands comes in to say how much they care about Capricorn to this Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords responds with, yeah, I adore Capricorn too, for good reason. They're this and this and this and this, and this is what I always think that they deserve. That's it. That says volumes. It basically asks this person, think about what you're about to bring into Capricorn. Think about how you want to approach Capricorn. Will that alter their, the way they approach Capricorn at all? Excuse me, guys. Will that alter the way they approach Capricorn? Hearing this from the Queen of Swords, the Fool, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. On one hand, yes, I think we have the Fool twice, so they could certainly be an Aries. I feel like they know to make that jump to get to Aries, to Capricorn as soon as possible. But at the same time, even as they're doing it, even as they're like going to take this leap and go reach out and go talk to Capricorn, they're simultaneously debating on what their words are. They just know one thing: it has to be talking about longevity. This person is not whimsically popping into Capricorn's life. They already had marriage on the mind. They had long-term, but they were, like, all of a sudden, I'm just racing into Capricorn's world. Yes, there was a suddenness to this, but also with intention. And they came across as a King of Wands, so mature. They don't seem to be reemerging in Capricorn's world just to, have fun, or just to, take up Capricorn's time. This looks like it would be real romance for a real reason. So that right there is fantastic. But I do see them still debating on what words do I need to say to Capricorn, because I know it needs to be conveyed to them that I'm very serious, and I'm here not for a moment, but I'm here hopefully for a very long time if you'll have me. Hanged Man, Six of Wands, upright. That Hanged Man says, yes, they want success. The Six of Wands says, yes, they want success. Hanged Man says they believe coming in with an offer like that gives them the greatest chances, but they'll still have to wait and see what Capricorn's response is. But I feel like this solidifies, yes, I'm definitely moving toward Capricorn. That Queen of Swords didn't say, you get out of here, Capricorn hates you. That Queen of Swords says, you better offer the moon to Capricorn if you're going toward Capricorn, because they expect nothing less. And I feel like that is thrilling for them. That is like, they have so much hope, even though they still don't really know if Capricorn's going to accept them. They still seem to be so much happier Okay, let me just ask, is there anything else that Capricorn doesn't see coming in this entire scenario that they could end up marrying this person? And from where things stood before, that might have been highly unlikely unless massive things had changed, because we saw Capricorn said, I wouldn't want to hear from them unless they had gone through some profound healing. And even then, Capricorn didn't say, oh, yeah, I'd love to still be friends with them, or yes, I still love them. You know, I only have a desire for them. If anything, Capricorn still sometimes thought of this person, wondered if they'd ever hear from this person again, but flat out did not want to unless it was going to be in their greatest and highest good. But even then, I don't think Capricorn could have perceived that they could actually end up marrying this person, that this person could actually make them so, so happy. This person has come up as some kind of fire sign many times. We end with them being possibly a Leo. They came out as an Aries at least twice, because we had that Fool card twice. We had them as a Leo, Sag, or Aries. I'm going to be going to Sag right after this. And so just to let you know, I should see if I can get a bonus Leo video in today. I will, but just know I've got to get to Sagittarius. I already did an Aries video. The Aries video was was very different also. I don't know if this is going to be connected at all to the Aries video, but it was very different. And I'm sorry, I need to go eat something. I know my tummy is growling, and you can probably hear that on camera, but I'm just not a breakfast person. I'm a lunch person. Lunch and dinner. I don't do breakfast. So forgive me, but thank you guys for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. And Capricorn, so appreciate you guys. All right. I know you guys, this is your second video of the week, but I still intend to get you a third probably on Sunday. Okay. So watch for that. If you didn't see your first video of the week, I will try to link it so it'll pop up on your screen right about now. All right, guys, lots of love. Bye.